Hello friends, welcome to my fourth video, The Identity of Sri Lanka, Part 2, Social Identity. When we are talking about the social identity in Sri Lanka, we identify Sri Lanka as a multiracial, multireligious and multicultural country. Sri Lanka as a multiracial country, there are several ethnic groups in Sri Lanka. As you know, they are Sinhalese, Tamils, Muslims, Burghers. Sri Lanka as a multi-religious country, there are several religions in Sri Lanka. As you know, they are Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, Christianity. As a multicultural country, we can see various cultural festivals and features in Sri Lanka. Sinhala New Year, Deepavali, Ramasan, Christmas. Sri Lanka as a multicultural country, these communities have their own identity according to their inherited traditions, customs, beliefs, rituals, clothes, and languages. In spite of different ethnic groups and religions that we are divided into, all the people who live in this country are Sri Lankans. In this multi-ethnic, multi-religious society, there are various types of national heritages. Now, I am going to talk about those national heritages. National heritages can be divided into two types as tangible heritages and intangible heritages. The heritages can be seen physically are called tangible heritages. The heritages cannot be seen physically but revealed through human behavior are called intangible heritages. These tangible heritages can be divided into two types as man-made and natural. The man-made heritages can be divided as religious centers and other creations. Now, shall we see some those religious centers? Sri Mahabodhi, Madhu Church, Sacred City of Kataragama, Mosque, Nallur Kovil. Now I am going to show you some other creations. Sigiriya, Ranmasuyana, Jaffna Fort, tanks and irrigation works. Now shall we see some natural heritages? Singharaja Forest, Namaluyana, Hikkadu Coast, Hot Water Springs, waterfalls. Do you know the intangible heritages we have? Shall we see these examples? Hospitality, respecting and taking care of elders, compliments, customs and manners. Now I'm going to show some locations of national heritages. Hikkadu Coast, Galle Fort, Singharaja Forest, Temple of the Tooth, Sigiriya, Aukana Buddha statue, Nallur Kovil, Anuradhapura, Polonnaruwa. Do you know some national heritages in Sri Lanka have been accepted as World Heritages due to their uniqueness? These World Heritages gained a global identity to Sri Lanka. Now I am going to talk about those World Heritages. These are divided into two parts. They are man-made World Heritages, natural World Heritages. Let us see some examples for man-made World Heritages. Sacred City of Kandy, Sigiriya, Dambulla Cave Temple, ancient city of Polonnaruwa, Galle Fort, Sacred City of Anuradhapura. Let us see Natural World Heritage in Sri Lanka. It is Singharaja Forest. When we are talking about the social identity of Sri Lanka, we can't forget about our indigenous people. They also give a identity to Sri Lanka. They live areas like Dambana, Henanigala, Dimbulagala. They protect their language, clothes, tools, and other cultural features. They do crop cultivation, hunting, and collecting materials from the forest. Now they have joined to formal education system adapted to the modern society. Stepping into the higher educational avenue and using modern electronic equipment, but they are responsible for protecting ancient cultural heritages. Shall we do an assignment? Try to fill these blanks. Number 1. As there are different ethnic groups in Sri Lanka, it is known as a blank country. Number 2. All the people who live in Sri Lanka are blank. Number 3. The heritages that can be seen physically are known as blank heritages. Number 4. The heritages that cannot be seen physically but revealed through human behavior are known as blank heritages. Number 5. Since ancient times, Sri Lanka have been famous for their blank among the other nations. I think you have guessed the answers. Shall we see? As there are different ethnic groups in Sri Lanka, it is known as a multiracial country. All the people who live in Sri Lanka are Sri Lankans. The heritages that can be seen physically are known as tangible heritages. The heritages that cannot be seen physically but revealed through human behavior are known as intangible heritages. Since ancient times, Sri Lanka have been famous for their hospitality among the other nations. Try to answer these questions. What are the main ethnic groups in Sri Lanka? Shall we see the answers? Sinhalese, Tamils, Muslims, Burghers. Name 4 festivals of main ethnic groups in Sri Lanka. Shall we see the answers? Sinhalese, New Year. Tamils, Deepavali. Muslims, Ramazan. Burghers, Christmas. What are the main religions in Sri Lanka? Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, Christianity. Ethnic groups have their own identity according to some features. Name 3 of them. Customs, clothes, traditions. What are the 2 types of national heritages? tangible heritages, intangible heritages. Name 2 tangible man-made national heritages in Sri Lanka. Sigiriya, Sri Mahabodhi. Name 2 natural national heritages in Sri Lanka. Hot water springs, waterfalls. Name 2 intangible heritages in Sri Lanka. Hospitality, compliments. Name 4 man-made world heritages in Sri Lanka. Sigiriya, Gold Fort, Sacred City of Kandy, Dambulla Cave Temple. What are the areas that indigenous people in Sri Lanka live in? Dambana, Dimbulagala, Henanigala. Write 2 things that indigenous people in Sri Lanka do for their living. Crop cultivation, hunting. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel. I will come soon with my next video, The Identity of Sri Lanka, Part 3, Social Development.